Dual championship ring.
Finn Balor to kick Liv Morgan out of the Judgment Day. Replace her with former girlfriend? Potential swerve explored. Finn Balor to kick Liv Morgan out of the Judgment Day. Replace her with former girlfriend? Potential swerve explored. Finn Balor and Liv Morgan are members of the Judgment Day, but tensions have been brewing between them. The Women's World Champion has grown frustrated with Baylor's behavior recently. The former Universal Champion has been attempting to assert his leadership over the faction. Much to the dismay of the other members, done on this week's Raw, Baylor indirectly took a shot at Morgan, suggesting that the faction could only succeed if everyone followed his commands. With these growing conflicts, the self-proclaimed leader of the Judgment Day might soon expel Liv Morgan from the group. If this happens, Finn Balor could bring in his former girlfriend, Becky Lynch, as a potential replacement. For those who might not know, Baylor played a crucial role in training Lynch and helping her break into the wrestling world. However, their paths diverged when Lynch moved to America, while Baylor remained in Japan as he had already made a name for himself in New Japan Pro Wrestling. This distance ultimately led to their separation. Lynch even noted in her autobiography that she knew their relationship was over once they went their separate ways, which devastated her. While Finn Balor and Becky Lynch are among WWE's biggest stars, they've rarely crossed paths on screen. WWE could capitalize on their personal history by reintroducing Lynch as a heel and aligning her with Baylor. This angle makes sense, considering Liv Morgan defeated Lynch earlier this year, retaining her title with Dominik Mysterio's assistance. Seeking vengeance for her loss, Lynch might replace Morgan in the faction. Overall, it remains to be seen how things will unfold in the coming months and whether Becky Lynch will enter the Judgment Day storyline. Why Becky Lynch joining Finn Balor as the newest Judgment Day member is a great idea to explore in WWE. Finn Balor and Becky Lynch share a personal history, making their potential association intriguing. The WWE Universe often gravitates towards storylines that blend reality with fiction, and this direction could spark heightened interest. Additionally, it would allow Lynch to venture into fresh, uncharted territory within the Stanford-based promotion. Many fans believe Becky might return to aid Seth Rollins in his feud against CM Punk and a potentially returning AJ Lee. However, Lynch aligning herself with a villainous faction like the Judgment Day could generate even greater excitement. This shift would intrigue fans and introduce a fresh dynamic to the Raw faction, revitalizing Finn Balor's group and making it compelling once again. Liv Morgan makes interesting claim about her rivalry with Rhea Ripley ahead of their clash on WWE Raw. On Netflix, Liv Morgan is set to defend her Women's World Championship against Rhea Ripley on WWE Raw's debut on Netflix. She recently addressed what made their rivalry one of the best in 2024. After the Eradicator injured Morgan in 2023, the latter returned last year to embark on her revenge tour. She injured Ripley, stole her on-screen boyfriend, Dominik Mysterio, captured the Women's World Championship, and turned the Judgment Day against her rival. As their heated feud continued, Mommy tried to recapture the title she relinquished due to the injury she suffered at Morgan's hands. However, she failed in her efforts at SummerSlam and Bad Blood. In a recent interview with Marco ahead of her upcoming title match against Ripley on the premiere of Raw on Netflix, Morgan commented on what made her rivalry with the Eradicator one of the best of last year. She pointed out that the most notable thing about their feud was how personal it became. Meanwhile, she also took a shot at her rival. I think the most notable thing is how personal it has become. I injured Rhea, and she injured me. This is all part of my master plan, Liv Morgan's revenge tour. That included defeating Dominik, the Judgment Day, and, of course, my Women's World Championship. I'm the greatest Women's World Champion of all time. Yesterday was my 200th day as champion, and today it's 201. Also, I think the elements of my relationship with Dominik and Rhea's previous relationship with him, if they really had one, make everything different, intriguing, and refreshing for the WWE audience, she said. Liv Morgan also addressed comparisons to WWE Hall of Famers. Liv Morgan's relationship with her bodyguard and fellow Judgment Day member Raquel Rodriguez has drawn comparisons to the one between WWE Hall of Famers Diesel, aka Kevin Nash, and Shawn Michaels. In her interview with Marca, the Women's World Champion addressed these comparisons. I think it's a compliment. Thank you very much. Yes, Raquel and I talk about it. We see some comparisons. Some are intentional and others are purely coincidental. But we enjoy it. And even though those comparisons are with iconic, powerful, and amazing figures, neither of them are Raquel Rodriguez or Liv Morgan, she said. Rodriguez has vowed to help Morgan keep her title for as long as possible. It would be interesting to see if she would do so this Monday on Raw. Liv Morgan reflects on rivalry with Rhea Ripley, her admiration for John Cena, and WWE's Netflix debut. WWE star Liv Morgan opens up about her intense feud with Rhea Ripley, her deep admiration for John Cena, and the excitement surrounding WWE's historic debut on Netflix. That WWE fans have much to celebrate as Netflix prepares to host its first-ever Monday Night Raw. The partnership between the world's largest streaming platform and WWE promises a spectacle like never before. Liv Morgan, the reigning women's world champion, recently expressed her enthusiasm for this groundbreaking collaboration featuring iconic wrestlers like John Cena, Roman Reigns, and Cody Rhodes. Morgan, a significant face of this new chapter, hinted that fans could expect amplified performances, marking a historic step for the wrestling community. While WWE's Netflix debut has everyone buzzing, Morgan's career is also making headlines for her fiery rivalry with Rhea Ripley and her admiration for the legendary John Cena. Her ongoing feud with Ripley has won fans' hearts as it has a perfect blend of intense personal vendettas and championship ambitions. Let's dive deeper into these fascinating aspects of Morgan's journey. Liv Morgan's revenge tour. Her explosive rivalry with Rhea Ripley. Morgan's rivalry with Ripley is more than just a battle for supremacy. It's a clash laden with personal stakes. Their storied feud escalated after mutual injuries fueled the fire. Morgan calls it her revenge tour, a deliberate journey to reclaim dominance. Along the way, she has defeated the Judgment Day and secured the Women's World Championship. Morgan's 201-day reign as champion further solidifies her claim as one of WWE's finest. Adding intrigue is the complex dynamic involving Dominik Mysterio, whose relationships with both Morgan and Ripley have added a fresh narrative layer to this intense feud. Morgan's determination and fiery persona make her encounters with Ripley must-watch events for the WWE Universe, inspired by a legend. Morgan's love for John Cena. For Morgan, John Cena is more than just a wrestling icon. He's a beacon of hope and perseverance. Growing up, Cena's mantra, "Never give up," resonated deeply with her. That belief guided her through her journey to becoming a WWE superstar. Morgan often credits Cena as her inspiration, with his influence shaping